Okay, let me continue on ranting why this is a very stupid decision. I'm gonna go a long way. So, this is happening in Wessex, King invasion of the Britain, and this is Ivor. And let's not confuse Ivor with the guy against which Alfred fought. And the guy against which Alfred fought was the Ivor the Boneless, I guess. Was it him? Ivor the Boneless or Ivar the Boneless? Okay, anyway, Ivor the Boneless. They're not the same guys, that's for sure. Don't worry, because Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft will never abandon their tradition of not making their main playable character historical character. They're not going to make him historical, so it's a completely different person. What I was saying about even if Ivor is completely different guy, let's say, even if Ivor is not trying to conquer the England or just wants to peacefully settle in England, even if he wants to do that, still the attack of Alfred on him is perfectly justifiable, because Alfred the Great basically tries to defend his homeland, and how he can tell like, this Ivor is not my enemy, he's just come peacefully, he didn't kill my guys, when all the other Vikings did kill their people. This doesn't make sense on its own. This doesn't make sense on its own. And my friends, write your comments please on the video. I am reading your comments. On the comments. By the way, we have opened the Telegram page. Links I'm going to put on the description. You can go to the Telegram channel. There I am notifying better than this YouTube notification bell, so don't worry about that at all. And here we are. Yes, what I was talking about. I was talking about that doesn't make sense how the Vikings are going to be attacked. So here's another thing from the trailer that I found very strange, very stupid, and that was about the flags that confused the hell out of me. I'm gonna go in there. Let's go. I want to see the flags. Okay, let's zoom in. This is double-headed eagle. There's no discussion on it. This is double-headed eagle. And this is some sort of a cross inside a circle. Now, in the future shots, we have more clear depiction of it. Here, this is inside of a circle. Now tell me, what the fuck is this flag even? Let's go to the... let's just simply type flag of Wessex. Says here I want to search about the cross. This is exactly the flag of Wessex. This is all variation of the flags of the depicts. And now some people are gonna bash me that looking into Google is not an answer. Don't worry, I have looked inside the old Wikipedia files as well as all the files that is here's the British country flags and every possible website that is out there where I can get flags of the Wessex, and nowhere ever says the flag of the Essex were eagle or the cross. This is definitely not the... Like, this one looks somehow, but this is a proposed flag. This wasn't some kind of a historical flag. Wessex always had a wyvern on their heads, but I cannot see a single damn wyvern on the army of Wessex. And this, I have never seen this except in the Roman army. Now, why I am mentioning Romans? What's interesting, take these things into account, and let's go and look at the Byzantine flag. This shit is a Byzantine flag. The flag of the Byzantium on England soil. What the f... I mean, I don't really get it. Seriously, I don't fucking get it. What is wrong with Ubisoft? What they have done? This is clearly the flag of Byzantium and we are in England. I'm really confused. What do you think about it? Can it be that somehow Byzantium had some influence on the continuity of the story? What is going on here? I really can't tell. Uh, so, what I was talking about, yes, this flag doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? Let's look at it again. Here is two-headed eagle, and here's the eagle. I will have a more clear shot of the eagle on the shield. We shall see this in a moment. Not clear here. I want to see the clear shot of this. Okay, wait a second. Here it was. This is. Look at the eagle. I mean, come on. It has even the damn crown. The only thing that is different about it somehow is the tail of the thing. It's different, a little bit different. Like, this is definitely an eagle. I don't get it. I really don't get why it's somehow like this way. They really do look like Anglo-Saxons. They are wearing Anglo-Saxons, but the flags they have, definitely not Anglo-Saxon. And the commander's uniform, please correct me on this if I am wrong, but I am pretty sure Anglo-Saxons didn't have this kind of a helmet. This is the Roman, a Byzantine Roman thing. This is not something that you should expect from neither Vikings nor Anglo-Saxons. So that's why I'm getting hella confused here as on what is going on. Are we really going to have both, let me get in here. Are we really going to have this initial, thing here, this initial map or not? I mean, I still have high hopes that this initial map layout will be in here. Probably the only place they can clash with Byzantium would be this part of the Ukraine or modern day Ukraine, Romania. But still, what historical accounts never state clear depiction of the clash between Vikings or the Byzantium. Only Vikings a couple times, only once I guess, tried to raid the Constantinople and they failed miserably because of the Greek fire they have used to defend the city. And there wasn't any land battle at that time. King Alfred's reign was really interesting on a standpoint because, as you can see, let me get something here. Let us read in its order. Danes attacked, finding the mainland Europe, England citizenships, they interest themselves, and it was taken stuck with blah 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 blah. So during his reign, there were many battles fought between Alfred was forced was fighting him for force. Who is this? Who is this guy? Aelfhelred. Aelfhelred. Okay, yeah, so this is the King Alfred. So in Viking invasions, he was fighting, so probably we will get the early days of his fight as well, not only the Viking invasion part. So you can read it on yourself. There are many interesting things that you can see in here. Ruined Roman walls, interesting. When occupied attempt to break through English lines failed. We can see there were pretty much a very big battles fought between the Vikings and the Alfred of the King Great Alfred the Great. But still, there is a question: who will be the good guy and who are going to be the bad guys? So another theory that I have in mind, that these flags, this cross flag, all the flags that doesn't make any fucking sense, are probably maybe the flag of the Templar Order, which is possible, by the way, which is not too far-fetched. So please write your opinions on the comments. Don't write it to me privately on WhatsApp or Telegram. Please, god damn it, I need interaction on the comment section. We were going good, and now I have only one viewer. What the fuck? This is what happens when you are abruptly cutting your goddamn stream. So we now the Hidden Blade design. Here's the thing: Hidden Blade in Assassin's Creed, as far as I know, Hidden Blade was in this design prior to. Let me see it. So prior to this. Hey, look at his face of horror again. So this entire structure of a Hidden Blade was prior to the Altair era. That's true 100%, because that is what has been used by the Darius. Except Darius 1 was not exactly hidden, but some variation of this we played in with in Altair. With Bayek had something similar to this. And this is a little bit evolved version of that, as far as I can see from this picture. Now it's truly retracting. Now, to use this, you don't exactly need to cut your finger, which is nice, which is good at all. But I just hope they don't go with strange redesigning of the blade, where the blade would be on the wrist. That's a possibility that I'm afraid of, that Ubisoft will fuck up everything and say, yeah, now the hidden blades are on your wrist, not under your wrist, which doesn't make any sense. Because as far as I know, let me look at it. As far as I know, Bayek's blade were already under his wrist. Now here's an interesting thing I'm going to talk about. We don't know how the Northern Brotherhood created. We don't know how the traditions went to the north. But as far as we know, that in even the Andalusian Brotherhood, the Spanish Brotherhood, to the Italian Brotherhood, to the Altair's Brotherhood, and to the first hidden ones, the blades were under the wrist. So I don't know if Ivor here has really old prototype of the blade, or maybe the Brotherhood is not present in here and this is merely his weapon of choice, not an actual assassin weapon. But this far is clear that Ivor is not assassin. I can tell you this: I am very glad that Hidden Blades came back. I'm really glad that Hidden Blades came back. We have Hidden Blades here. I'm really glad. Glad. What I'm talking about. I'm really glad. Yes, but I still don't know what will going to be with this weird, strange look, and I still don't know who is this hooded guy, which it's with us. Who reminds you Odin, but I don't think that's an Odin. But mythology is not new for Assassin's Creed, so probably maybe he might be Odin or some kind of a personification of it, or maybe it's purely cinematic. And this is definitely a cinematic trailer, so we cannot derive much more. So here's another rumor I'm gonna talk about. In this shot, wait a second.
Scar the lands of England.
In this shot, we can see the construction of a village. So one of the earliest rumors about the Assassin's Creed Valhalla was that it is probable that we might be having a settlement building kind of an experience. It is very much possible that we will have our own settlement. Now, this is 100% confirmed by the both Wikipedia page and the different Assassin's Creed Ubisoft his own page, that Ivar leads his fellow Vikings from Norway to the raids and battles of King Alfred. So King Alfred and these 4 different types. Let me show you. I haven't really let's see. Flag of Northumbria. The kingdom. Still, we have this this depiction of flags, but still, it's not. It doesn't look like a flag we've seen in the trailer. So this is definitely not Northumbrian flag as well. What else? What else we can drag out of him? This might be East Anglia. Let's see, East Anglia Kingdom. East Anglia Kingdom flag. This is definitely not the flag of East Anglia as well. Kingdom of Mercia is definitely not his flag. King Anglia Alfred. Let's look at East Anglia King Alfred. This is exactly the same guy. So there's nothing. Okay, let me see. Viking attacks and eventual settlement. A Danish great has an army which occupied the quarters and secured the horses before departing to Northumbria. Danes returned in 1869 to winter at Thetford before being attacked by the forces of Edmund of East Anglia. Was defeated and killed at Hagleiston. I don't have availability to St. Peter Helson, Norfolk. And now Malden is from then on, East Anglia effectively ceased to be an independent kingdom, having defeated the East Angles. The Danes installed puppet kings and governors on the behalf, which a resumed campaign against Mercia and Wessex. Active portion of Great Heathen Army was defeated by the Alfred the Great and withdrew from Wessex to making peace in East Anglia under Guthrum. According to medieval historian, upon the swiftly adapted to kingship and its trappings, including coins. So, still, this is an interesting time aspect to cover. So modern day storyline will still feature Layla Hassan. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I really don't like Layla Hassan. The reason for that is her loose involvement in the Assassin's Creed Odyssey, in ending of which were more mythological than actual ending, which didn't make any sense and was kind of a shitty from my from my standpoint, and I don't know really what's going to be that. Now, these are, I can tell the people are actually editing the Wikipedia page as we are reading. Players will have a choice of female hair, war paint, clothes, garment. Okay. Okay. So we'll have a dual wielding weapons. That's nice. Eagle-eyed mechanics are also expected to return from form of a raven that will be a certain companion in the game. The player can use Raven to scout Raven. Yeah, Raven to scout the scout neighbors. Previous saving companions as done in the original, I would say. Actually, I really love that. The game relied less on traditional leveling system, instead focused more on the selection of the skills through skills. Okay, they have gone full RPG. Now, one of the rumors is saying that it will be full RPG, and I want to give a good news to my friend Farage. So we will not have more leveling system. We will have more of a skill set, just like in the usual RPG. Then we are going to choose the skill trees, which I really like. Yes, this looks like the Witcher Fallout for Elder Scrolls series. Okay, if the skill tree will be similar to Fallout 4, I'm not buying this shit. If the skill tree will be something similar to Elder Scrolls Skyrim, this is kind of tolerable. Yes, Skyrim skill tree was nice, and Witcher skill tree was really nice so too as well. So this is a great. Now, player choices or the conversational gameplay options will have impacts on the character and their political alliances with non-player characters. Now, this is I don't like. Seriously, one of the shits I didn't like about Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the aspect that I could change the ending of the game depending on what I was doing, which was really very, very confusing. Here's why very, very confusing. First of all, from the very first days of Assassin's Creed, we had this storyline, the predefined storyline on Assassin's Creed game, where we see things from the viewpoint of some characters because it's a written living history that should be happening. So Origins storytelling was superb in means that we didn't have any choices. It went from being good, like main story didn't have a choice. So that was a nice one to do. And what I want to do is I want I want Assassin's Creed Valhalla to have predefined main storyline which we cannot change on any way or understanding, because this doesn't make any sense on how everything will change, and will set everything to a more legend-like status to an actual game. I don't like the legend-like status. So I would really love to see predefined storyline. On the next account, I would really love to see the choices being brought back only on the side missions. Side missions which have less impact or the general mission's outcome itself. Now, politics is another thing that they are going to add to the game. Politics is nice because I really enjoyed this active war mechanics in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where we could like win a battle and liberate some land, give it to the Spartans or give it to the Athens. Pretty much we were the key characteristic role there, and the battle was never ending. So one of the rumors, at least true, is that we will still have this kind of a battle mechanics where we will take from one king, give to another king. But most probably we will not take from one and give to another because we are no more mercenary. Most probably we will fight for the Vikings only, and we will defend our lands from the invasion of, not invasion, sorry, attack of Anglo-Saxons. But still, here's a question that bugs my mind. What will be the involvement of the Templar Order? By this time, Templar Order should be somewhat here, or maybe this will be created here, I don't know. The thing is, the question still remains. If Templars will be on the side of Anglo-Saxons, then this means Templars are basically fucking good guys in this game, and we are the bad guys, essentially because we are invading the damn place, literally invading other place. And invasion on any scale is wrong. So I don't know how they're going to show it to us as a good thing to play as. I really hope this game don't end up like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I wish this game is more like Assassin's Creed Origin in means of storytelling, because I really loved the character of the Bayek, how it had developed really away from our influence, because this doesn't make sense if that they developed with our influence. A lot of people tell they're gonna buy this because of the um, Vikings show. It's okay excuse to buy a game, but still, I don't know why would you want to buy a game just because it's about Vikings, because we really will be detached from a story. And but I wish they will show the cities very how do I say it, authentic. I have no problem with the world building of the Ubisoft. I believe in their world building style. So okay, the central feature of the game is settlement of the player. I would say, yeah, I said this settlement. Settlement is confirmed here, guys. We will have a settlement which we will increase, just like in Fallout 4. Purgatory Simulator. The player will be able to direct construction of certain types of building, which in turn provide benefits for the gameplay. To build these land combat rather than engagement in other vessels. Rather than engagement. This is bad that we won't have naval engagements, but still, this is understandable that Vikings weren't notoriously good at fighting with the ships. I mean, yes, the long ships were there, but I never heard stories of extensive stories of Vikings having some kind of only one ship where they used it for active naval battles. More like, still, this is authentic purpose of the long ships. Okay, this one is I can understand. This is probably we will have the photography mode, which is nice. So by when? Or more than 2.5 years. Late 2020. So we'll have this by the Christmas probably, or by the New Year. So we still have a more ground to cover. They still have a place to improve on. I hope this is not something we are afraid it will be. I hope this is something that we will grow to love and really like. And again, on the ending note, I am not too concerned about what it will be. I'm not too afraid about what it will be. I'm really waiting for this game. Let's see how it will perform, how it will be. I hope it won't be something that we will regret saying that it was good. The trailer itself, from cinematic standpoint, is superb as usual. As usual with Assassin's Creed trailers. Yeah, I'm still confused by the flags and by his uniform. Maybe some sort of the remnants of the Roman Empire has some sort of influence, but I cannot tell. So my friend says this is Shenya Boo, but I'm not sure that's Shenya Boo. I'm really not sure that's Shenya Boo. The reason, because I don't believe. Okay, wait a second. This looks like some. Maybe. Okay, I'm taking my words back. Maybe it's a Shenya Boo. Well, how it's written. Shenya Boo. AC. What is how it's written? And Boo maybe. Shanabu maybe? No. Black flag. AC. Black flag. Um. No. 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 Maybe I should write weapons. Rope darts. What? It's not a rope dart, you retard. It's not a rope dart. Why would you name that a rope dart? What is wrong with you, IGN? Rope dart. Okay, this is Shenabu. I don't know why it's not called Shenabu. It's called rope dart. For some reason, which I don't think is called rope dart. Maybe it's something different. So we have something similar in with Assassin's Creed Connor, and we have many things, historical accounts. But this is a rope dart. Is this like is this same as this? Sorry, this. What do you think? Can this be a rope dart? Honestly, I'm not sure it's a rope dart. It looks like it somehow, but doesn't give the vibe of the rope dart. Okay, well, that's basically it for this breakdown of the trailer. We have discussed many things today, from the possible location, possible people, and the gameplay aspects of the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. See what they will include in this game. Still, I really would have loved it. They made the game about their interaction with Kiev and Rus instead of the England. But still, I'm looking forward to it. Let's see how it will turn out. There are many battles, many captivating story part of the. I mean, many captivating historical part of the world history. Let's see how it will turn out for the Assassin's Creed. Let's wait for the second trailer, and in second trailer I will have one of my friends with me here to discuss to mutually discuss these things. Instead of from the standpoint of one person, we'll have this from the standpoint of multiple people, which is on its account.